Now here's your little story I've got to tell about three bad brothers you know so well. Or one brother named cryptocurrency that you should know so well by now. And I know, it's manipulated, it's down, it's up, it's the end. That's how you know when we've bottomed. When everyone starts talking that crap. And I've been hearing people talking that crap here recently. Shocker. Like it's the first time we've ever heard this. But just to give you an idea, I'm going to run some stats by you. It's a little Zero Hedge article. And this was, who was this submitted by? Visual capitalist Ashley Vanes has detailed something below, and I will read that below. Visualizing the new cryptocurrency economy. Over a decade ago, the birth of Bitcoin sparked a revolution in the digital world, and just last year, the number of active cryptocurrencies jumped from roughly 1,600 to over 3,000 worldwide. As visual capitalist Ashley Vanes details below, cryptocurrencies have now evolved past simple digital currencies, offering solutions to meet the complex needs of modern financial markets. Today's graphic from Abra visualizes the complex, ever-evolving cryptocurrency ecosystem and its real-world applications. And again, I'm not going to show any pictures. I'm just going to talk about this a little bit. They can be, cryptocurrencies are generally categorized by primary application: payments, store of value, programmable money, stable coins, privacy, digital ownership, decentralized utilities, alternative finance, to name a few. You have the capability of smart contracts, retail and e-commerce payments, construction, cross-border remittances, electric vehicles, securities, and real estate. The growth of crypto, the economy, specifically crypto economy, worldwide, the numbers show that blockchain-based technology and cryptocurrency use is in fact growing. Number of cryptocurrency users: 8.9 million September 2016. 42.3 million September 2019. So nearly 9 million before, 42 million now, 3 years later. That's a huge jump. 3 times 9, 27. That would be 27 million. No, we're talking way more than that. 4 times, 5 times, roughly. So, number of decentralized apps, or dApps. In the year 2015, around 100. 2016, 251. 2017, 813. 2018, 2,364. And currently for 2019, I'm not sure when I'm assuming it might have been September, since the other thing was September, but that's when this data was from, I guess. 3,127. It just keeps growing. If you're just so focused on price and that's all I care about, I should have gone up by now, damn it. I'm telling you, this isn't for you. Sell all your crypto, take your loss, and get the F out. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Don't torture yourself. Don't torture yourself. If it's too painful to hang on, I understand. It was nice knowing you. I love you. I wish you the best. But for old Snip, J-Snip 4, or as my friend Dave calls me, J-Snip Foreman, I'm not getting rid of any of mine. Not even kind of. When I hear numbers like this, it just reaffirms this is where this stuff is going. And remember, most of these coins that you and I are sitting on, not that I have a lot of different ones, but pretty much all of them, they cannot print more of them or create more of them like a printing press. Can't create any more of them. There's only, was it 86 or 84, whatever it is, million Litecoin, 21 million Bitcoin. I'm not sure the number of Ethereum, whatever. At some point, there's going to be the haves and the have-nots. Okay? I want to make sure I'm the haves. And in doing so, I understand that I have to sit through sometimes absolute gut-wrenching, oh my God, I got in at that price, it's down 30%. to saying, you know what, it's down 30%. Which one of my favorite coins is down the most? Oh, that one. I'm going to go buy some more today. I'm going to go buy some more. And I did that since 2017, even in the good times. It crashed down to down 20% today. Okay, which one's down? Oh, almost down 25. I'll take some more of those. A couple days later, that one's back up. Thank you. Cha-ching. But we haven't seen too many of those moves like that this year, big ones like that. But we have seen, there's been a couple real notable ones. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm willing to wait. I mean, I'm fairly young. Like, I'm not, oh, Joe, I'm going to retire in a couple years. What do you think, man? Should I do this? If you're banking on 2 years, well, what's your alternative? You got 2 years? What's your alternative? If you don't do this, what are you going to do? What are you going to put it in? And maybe say, I'm going to go with the Trump stock market. I feel a little safer. You know what? Go for it. What was it up? 18% this year? Hey, I wouldn't be too awfully upset about that. But how much has Bitcoin been up this year since the low of 3,100? It got up to 13,008, currently approximately $7,500 as I'm talking to you right now. Just to double check that, where are we at? Bitcoin, 74.32, yeah. Litecoin currently 45, Ethereum 147, Bitcoin Cash 209. I'm willing to wait. I'm telling you, I am more than willing to wait. I'm all in. What else we got here? Percentage of positive views on the future of crypto by generation. Generation Z, 83% positive about it. Millennials, 71% positive. And the baby boomers, the older folks, they're 50%. That's not bad at all, to tell you the truth. Overall, you combine those three, that's all there is, and it's well over 50%. You're probably looking at about, 75-ish% when you combine those three numbers. So, I mean, there's a little bit more, but this is where this world's going. This is the internet being birthed, and nobody thought it would turn into what it has turned into. Again, this is Amazon. Amazon stock for $1. It's up to $2 now. Who wants in? Oh, no. $1,700 later per stock, per share. You had to wait 20 years, but you know what? Okay. With crypto, we don't have to wait that long. Again, if you got in the beginning when Bitcoin was pennies, or even $1 or $2, but again, imagine the person who got in for pennies and sold at $1 or $2. Oh my God, I made a killing. Oh my God. And then they're watching the price today. $7,500? God, I got out at $2 to $3, man. I made a killing, of course, back then. I got in it for 5 and 10 cents. But Jesus, man, oh God, I'm so stupid. I should have waited. And everyone's like, dude, you killed it. You sold for between $2 and $3. You got something for pennies. That's a penny stock's most epic dream. To get in a penny stock and it goes up a couple bucks? Oh my God, are you kidding me? I guess you're right, So forget those people. Can we just go back to 2017? Just 3 years ago? Just 3 years ago. I know it's about to be 4 years into 2020 here. Bitcoin was under $1,000. I think right when that January was coming for 2017, that's right around the time it started making the pump up to 1,000. And again, cliff high, it's $250. My data is saying this weird thing's going to happen with Bitcoin. It's going to go from 408 to 428. It's going to do this 3 times, and then you'll never see that price ever again. It's going to go up higher. And then it's going to say this number's coming in 888, like these triple eights. It's really weird. I don't know, just 888. I sat there and watched it do the 408 to 428 thing. Oh my God. As soon as I saw that, I'm buying. I bought a couple, I think, at that moment. It started making its way up to 800, 888, 900, back down, 888, back below, back up, 888, back up, down, and 888. Oh my God. And remember, I told you this. I got an enormous amount of emails. I got flooded. Oh my God, Joe, 888, man, holy crap, you see what it's doing? I can't believe it's bouncing around that number so much. Your cliff high is Tell me about it. I know this is crazy. What's the next price? He says $1,400 is coming. Then 1,900. Then like 2,500. Whoa. I had to buy some more at 8 something. 13. I'm buying some more. I did. Then he started talking about some of the altcoins. Oh, there's this thing called Ripple is coming out, and thing was like a penny. Data shows it's going to 20 something cents. I was like, I don't know. I might pass. I'm not sure, And then I watched it happen. Oh my God, why didn't I just listen and do this? Some of my subscribers did, and they made an effing killing on Ripple back then. The next one, Veritasium. I'm not passing that one up. I'm going to do that one in a heartbeat. Hell yeah, I'm doing it. And I did it. And that was one of my most epic trades. I'm not going to say it was like the most epic trade, but it was one of my most epic trades. I had $5,400 in that sucker, turning into like 97K. Not bad. About, call it 20 times, 20x move, huge percent. However, I know some people that waited a little bit longer and got out even better than that, much better. That's okay. One of my other good ones was Dent Coin, D-E-N-T. I got that thing for a fraction of 1 penny. Sold that thing originally for 3 cents each. And I only had, I think, $2,500 worth in that one. And combined, now I watched that thing go to 3 cents. I sold 25%. And I'm sitting there watching it go up 6 cents, 8 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents. My wife is saying at 10 cents, get out. Get out right now. I was like, we are this close to being able to pay our house off that we just got 2 months ago. Pay it off with this. I just need 13 cents. She goes, why don't you just scrape some off of the other ones and then unload that one in full? You'll still have the rest of them pretty much. And I said, because to be able to say, I bought this thing for $2,500 and paid off a fairly, more expensive house than I've ever owned. I'll just say that. It's just like an epic story to tell. And then it hit 10 cents, 9 cents, 6 cents, 5 cents. It started going down, and then I sold the rest of it down near a penny. However, I paid fractions of 1 penny per thing. So that one I think was 38,000 the first time, and right around the same 38 or 40,000 the second time. But the second time, because I was at a penny and not 3 cents, I sold the remaining 3/4 of it. So call it 80K, but again, I only used $2,500 to do it. That's better than taking $5,400 and turning it into 97. But what about the coins I've sat on? Some of the one, a pillar, 3 cents, 2 cents, oh yeah. What are you going to do? Can't win them all. But if I just sit here patiently, because even pillar, there's only so many pillar that'll ever be made. Well, and as Cliff High has always said, rising tides raise all ships. So some of these coins, yeah, they're gone and they're never coming back. It's just forget about it. But there's other coins that, I have hope. I have hope for pillar. I certainly do. I always have. And I'm still sitting on my little stash that I've had this whole time. I haven't touched any of them. So, look, I'm doing this. You don't have to do it. You don't have to follow me. I do talk about this stuff on my Patreon account, which is in the description box below. You want to come support Snip? I love you. But if not, I love you as well. I love you both ways, whether you do or you don't. It's all good. But I'm waiting patiently. Sometimes it may feel like it's a little impatiently. We're ready. Come on, we're ready, man. Enough people are in now. Come on, let's go. I'm ready for my stuff to go up. I'm with you. I'm actually with you. Before, I used to say, well, guys, we're all new to this. Like, I got in early. A bunch of y'all waited, got in behind me, but you're still early. 2017. Okay, now we're in 2018. Guys, I know you're upset. The price is going down. But just think of how many new people can get in. Let's not be too greedy. Let's just say, a lot of people want to come in and get in. Let them get in. And now we can all wait. Okay, now we're in 2019. We're about to be in 2020. You know what? At this point in time, I think me and a whole bunch of other people, YouTube, whatever, have been talking long enough about cryptos. Friends of ours, family members, all that. Everybody got the word out. The word is out. And if you don't get in now, sorry about your luck. Now I too am ready. Let's see the prices start going up. Can we get another 20K all-time high for Bitcoin Going once, going twice, sold. Can we get a $300-400 Litecoin price again? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. All hail Satan. Yes, we can. All hail Satan. You remember that? Playing Barack Obama? Yes, we can. Play it backwards. All hail Satan. Yes, we can get some good pricing. Well, when tomorrow is the next day? What does Woo Woo Friend think? What does Sharon Michelle say? What does White? They've said it. This is going to be a good thing for the people. They try to give timing. You see how that's gone. You've seen it, myself included. So I think we've got good coin picks. I think those psychics, have given us good coin picks. My top bags are pretty much those anyway, so I felt pretty comfortable about that. I'm glad that they said that because I'm like, okay, those are my top, 4 or 5. So I'm good. But you just have to wait. Because love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry cryptos. No, you've just got to wait. 20 times profit don't come easy. Actually, can I be fair? Can I be honest? That 20x profit I did on Vertasium, that effing came real easy. That came so easy I thought it was not going to happen. Like it was fake. Transfer money to bank account from Gemini. Nearly 100K. Is that really about to happen? I've never seen money like that in my life, ever. I'm not. My bank account has not had more than, a few thousand in it at a time for the most part, and then that happened. And I thought, I only got into this, what was it, 2.5 months ago? At the time? In this house that I thought, I sent my wife, I found it, had a little bit of acreage. Evelyn, don't share it with the kids. Don't let them see it because I don't want to get them excited. I don't know. But if cryptos go up one day, we could afford something like this. So I wanted to just put that out there in the universe and to my wife, hey, just check this house out, Nestle property. It's not huge acreage, but it's enough. It's quiet. I'd like to have something like that. And I think these cryptos could do that for us one of these days. I did not know that nearly 2 months later, that same house that I emailed her as kind of a joke or just a thing to say, hey, this could be us one day, was fixing to happen. And that I'm sitting in this bedroom right now of that house doing this video while my wife is downstairs playing The Sims 4 new add-on. You can take your kid to college. And I'm up here doing videos. We made it happen. Even with the current cryptocurrency market been basically down for a couple of years. But again, the low was 3,100. 7,500 is more than twice the amount of where it was. Basically, this time last year, you could say, right? In December, we were going ding, 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 ding down, pretty heavy duty. Again, my mom thinks, psychic mom, this December, January timeframe that we've seen for the last 2 years in a row, 2018, 2019, from 2018 to 2019 and 2017 to 2018, basically December, January, it sucked. Cryptos got dumped on huge. She says, I'm just going to put this out there as a prediction. I don't think we're going to see what we are basically expecting, like what happened last year and the year before. At the end of the year, you know how that whole thing went? I said, yeah, don't think it's going to happen like that. I think we're going to go up this time. And if we're not already up, then we'll go up. But if it's already up, we'll stay up. So it'll be there and it'll stay up. So it's not going to do this big drawdown. She goes, that's what I think. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. And I said, all right, well, you've said very little about crypto, Mom. But when you have said stuff about price movements and stuff, and your timing was pretty accurate, which is shocking because most psychics, including my mom, the timing, it just doesn't work that way for whatever reason. So whatever. Now on the other hand, Penny Kelly, she thought December, January is going to be like last time, where down we go. But if you saw the interview I did with her, a couple weeks ago, as we get into 2020 and it recovers, it gets to a point where it recovers real good. And she goes, that's around the last month that I could kind of see psychically or whatever. But it looked like it was going and it just kept going up. So she goes, there's that. So again, regardless of what happens December, which we're in, to January, It will not make me change my mind, my thoughts, what I think about it. Should I have done it? No. I'm in. Like I said, I got in for the long run to begin with, and my version of long run was like, where's this thing going to be in like, 5 years? Just 5 years. What's this going to amount to? What kind of wealth or destruction, will I have? And I'm looking at wealth, obviously. Or if I thought destruction was an option, I wouldn't have done this. And I certainly wouldn't be on YouTube telling other people about it back starting in 2017 heavy duty. I did talk a little about it over the few years before that, but not nearly as heavy duty. And I remember people emailing me, Joe, enough of the crypto stuff. All right, stop. And then later on, Joe, you kept talking anyways. I went and took a plunge. I got in. And actually, I think you were right, man. So good job. Good job not listening to us. Hey, I love you one way or the other. Oh, come on. We're in this together, right? Us New Yorkers, we got to stick together, right? Oh, come on, guys. Steak in a room. Just steak in a room is all I need. Steak in a room. I'd like to get you a few steaks and a few rooms and a few of your own properties. And cryptos could do it. If you could just be saved from yourself. Stay away from the Ponzi's. Stay away from the lending platforms. Just get your freaking crypto, hodl them. If you want to trade, then go ahead and trade because you're trying to earn more than you had. I understand that. I do it myself. And I did do an update to my bot, my little trading bot here recently. And it's only been running literally for like, what's today? Saturday night? Friday? Wednesday, I did a release. And tweaked a couple little things. Populous is now able to be traded. And Bitcoin. Bitcoin always was. But the thing that I was using is this paid for trigger system, if you will. It'll trigger when you do buy and sells. And I'm looking at it, and I let it run for a while. It's like, okay, that one broke even. That was a loss. But I'm like, all these trades in between the buy signal and the sell signal, many times the price went up to at least some profit before the sell trigger came in and said, no, get out. And then by the time the sell trigger came in, it was like, well, now we broke even or we're actually down. So I thought, yeah, I know this thing's trying to get you 2, 3, 4, 5% or whatever, however the thing works behind the scenes, which I don't know because I don't deal with the trigger thing. I'm paying for that through a service. It's a good trigger, but it's not perfect. You need different time frames. So I'm like, I think right now I've got it nailed down to the right time frames. And my modification was that there's so many times when it's buy signal triggers, and then it goes up to at least 1%, sometimes a little higher. Of course, you can have a 5% Bitcoin move. But I'm like, oh, it got to 1% there, and then the sell triggered over here. But when the sell triggered, we either broke even or maybe made a sliver or we lost. And I'm like, seeing this multiple times, I'm like, why don't I just program this thing to sell at 1%? Because on Binance, you're only getting charged 1/10 of 1% to do the trade. So anytime a buy signal comes in, it'll sit there and calculate immediately, okay, as soon as we see this price, which is 1% higher, sell. Just do a sell order. I don't care if the sell trigger comes or not. We're going to sell anyways. Then later on, if the sell trigger comes in, it doesn't matter. You already sold. Now, the other thing is, if it does a buy and it doesn't quite get to 1%, maybe it gets to 0.9, comes down, whatever, and then the sell trigger comes in anyways, it will sell because the trigger came in. And that trigger needs to be there because if we have a waterfall sell-off, that thing will usually kick in and be like, bloop, sell now and save you from a massive loss. So you don't want to get rid of that. So then I looked at the Populous thing too, and I thought, well, Populous does bigger moves as far as percentage goes. So I said, let's try to set Populous at like 3% and see. So I just looked at my thing, and it did a Populous trade, and it was a successful win. It did the first trade I saw. I was like, oh, sweet. And actually, let me double check it. Okay, actually, it did a buy on Populous, so I'm waiting to see if this turns into a winning trade. It's the first one. It was the Bitcoin one that did a buy and sell. So for me, I was playing with 1/10 of 1 Bitcoin, which was $751 is when it triggered on 5:30 p.m. on the 6th of December. And then at 11:52 p.m. that same night, Bitcoin was at 76,100, which was approximately 1% higher, and my thing sold. So it made 1%, which in this case amounts to $10. But again, I'm only playing with a tenth of a Bitcoin, and I'm only selling it for 1%. I thought if I could just let this thing run, it could do more than one buy and sell in a day. It's possible. What if it does once every day or every other day? And again, if I can get more wins than losses, what if every single month, 5 or 6% every month, and it's doing this? I'm like, well, I think I'm gonna play with more than 1/10 of a Bitcoin. Let me throw half a Bitcoin in there, or I might get ballsy and throw a full Bitcoin in there at some point if this thing pans out. Again, we're kind of still testing this thing, even though it's working. It's functioning, but well, big deal, 1%. You made $10. Okay, true, but I'm only paying with $700, and I'm making $10 on it, and $10 if I did that today, and over the week, let's say, it did, let's just say one a day, one trade, a buy and a sell. Let's call that one trade, a buy and a sell per day, 7 days, and 4 out of the 3 were successful. So the 3 losses and 4 wins. Again, as long as you're winning, shouldn't matter. So you have 4% gain out of 7 total percent, let's say, because each day was 1%. Let's say you could have had a 7%, but you lost 3, gained 4. Again, you got 4%. Now, granted, if a sell triggers, it's not guaranteeing that you're losing 1% or you're breaking even. It's just telling you that the sell trigger comes in and sells if the market starts fluctuating and the thing triggers to get out. It could break even, though. It's possible that it breaks even, but it's possible that it goes down more than 1% before it sells. So there's that too. But again, I'm testing this thing out. I think I've got it dialed in pretty good. So I'll be letting you know a little later, days from now. Hey, a little update on the old trade bot. Here's what it looks like so far, and I'll show you like maybe a little screenshot of what my trades were, because it puts it in a little box and tells you buy at this price, sold at this price, and we'll go from there. Just out of curiosity, see how this thing's working. So that's about it. Again, I'm in crypto. I'm a hodler. I'm a trader. I'm in it to win it. Okay, take care.